There you go, CC. There you go, Caitlin. Way to hold it down, Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark told the WNBA, damn you and your bogus orange carpet. I ain't showing up to nothing. I'm not showing up to your bogus orange carpet. I'm not showing up to this joke of a three-point shootout. I'm not showing up to link up and kick it with none of y'all. Y'all fake, y'all phony, y'all jealous, y'all are haters. Caitlin Clark just pulled a no-show for opening day of WNBA All-Star.
The 2026 WNBA All-Star exhibition in Chicago was strongly marketed as the most profitable and watched event in the history of women's sports. After a total sellout months earlier, the arena's doors were scheduled to open to enormous crowds, with major broadcast partners predicting record-breaking ratings and ticket resale values soaring. For the organization, this exhibition was bound to be a huge success. However, executive suites are currently engulfed in complete pandemonium. Commissioner Adam Silver is allegedly upset over the obvious mishandling as large cash streams are quickly disappearing as enraged corporate partners terminate their massive advertising contracts. How did this momentous athletic celebration turn into a complete disaster? It is the result of the league's leadership's stunningly conceited and financially disastrous blunder. Top brass made a foolish attempt to silence the biggest star in the sport in order to appease a few jealous older players. They greatly underestimated their goal and attempted to impose an embarrassing, totally unjustified playing time cap on Caitlin Clark during the showcase. Instead of taking the affront in silence or complaining to media, Clark stood her ground and used the ultimate wild card. She did not participate in any of the celebrations throughout the weekend. The largest source of funding for the group has rebelled on his own, undermining the association's financial base. The subtle toxic demands that caused this meltdown are really incredible, so get ready.
Yeah, you put up 123. Everything felt like it was clicking on offense. Where did you guys sense things were going right on that end of the floor, and how quickly did that happen?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was like one of our goals tonight was to come out and start well, because we've kind of struggled in that area in the last couple games. So thought we did that, really well. Our defense wasn't very good in the first quarter, but it was better there in the second. And then, we're able to build a comfortable lead. And I thought we just played with really good pace and sharing the ball really well. It felt like our offense was really flowing.
One assist off the franchise record as well, but you three specifically have talked about like learning to play together over these couple of years. And when you missed time last year, that impacted that. How do you feel like you three have connected recently on the offensive end of the floor specifically?
Yeah, I think we are super connected. I think for us, it's just making sure that we just execute our plays, and when we do that, everyone gets theirs. I think for C and Kels, I mean, it's super.
The terrible backstage drama that has been simmering for months must be examined in order to fully comprehend the scope of this economic collapse. Caitlin Clark's complete control of the international spotlight has long been a source of resentment among established artists and traditional managers. They were disgusted by the idea that long-tenured veterans were being treated like stage props while paying audiences were spending tiny fortunes to see a single youngster drained deep three-pointers. Just 2 days prior to the opening ceremony, leadership planned a dishonest plot instead of profiting from the enormous cash flow and unparalleled audience increase she created. In order to arrange a cunning plan to conceal Clark from the national broadcast, the association coordinator met in secret with Indiana's management team. She would hardly see the court outside of short spells in the first and third periods due to a rigorous playing time restriction they engineered. They attempted to disguise this intentional suppression as a routine medical procedure intended to preserve her physical vitality. However, everyone in that covert gathering was aware of the malevolent truth. Forcing her to the sidelines so older athletes could take the praise was a cruel scheme. They planned to take away her opportunity to play basketball while simultaneously using her enormous popularity to fill the arena. Executives smugly expected complete obedience when they called her to a private boardroom. They mistakenly thought the young phenomenon would just swallow her pride, submit to their antiquated authority structure, and blindly obey commands. They gave her the required playtime limits, fully anticipating that she would take the insult in stride. Rather, they soon realized they were engaging in small-minded mental games with a ferocious, unyielding celebrity who promptly rejected their deceptive methods.
It's crazy. No, I'm joking, but I feel great. Like, I feel like I felt kind of like myself over the course of the last 3 games and just continued to build that and stay on top of everything. But, it's kind of nice when, you build a hefty lead like that and then you're able to kind of get some rest there in the fourth quarter. And then a lot of my teammates were able to get in and contribute. And it was really fun to see them, keep the same level of play. Like, everybody came in and when their number was called, they were ready. And that was even the same for the first half. Like, when people got subbed in, they were ready. And, they allowed our offense to keep going. And then our defense kind of kicked in too. So I'm just proud of everybody.
I'm not sure if you're aware that you got a technical foul tonight.
I'm aware, yeah.
Sometimes you come in here and you say, hey, I just didn't know. But you said in the past you wouldn't change anything. But how do you...
she said that.
Caitlin Clark did not just object, according to well-placed sources who were wandering the facility's hallways. She launched the most powerful player strike in recent sports history right away. Suddenly, the point guard got up, cut off contact with the organization, and stormed out of the building. She vehemently objected to boarding the private aircraft headed for Illinois. She completely skipped the extravagant red carpet gala, purposefully skipped every required press conference, and officially withdrew from the exhibition list. She gave the brass a startling, unavoidable option. Trashed the playing time limits in public and let her hoop or watch helplessly as their billion-dollar weekend was destroyed. AT first, HQ thought she was bluffing to get better terms. They were certain that she would eventually be forced to give up due to the increased scrutiny from major media outlets. But as tip-off approached and Clark was still far from the host city, a terrible reality struck them. She wasn't having fun. The basketball prodigy had successfully carried out a devastating solo strike against the firmly established corporate hierarchy, resulting in an immediate and catastrophic financial catastrophe.
We'll place the call to Caitlin Clark to get whatever it is you need. Take a look at this. Shout out to Correlation. Correlation said, bruh, Caitlin is in Iowa and StubBub was just asking where she is. Caitlin Clark pulled a no-show. Caitlin Clark's out in Iowa, having a good old time, not dealing with this nonsense, going to see, hair people and all of this stuff. She ain't got time to be dealing with these people no more. And I don't blame her. If I was Caitlin Clark, I wouldn't want to deal with these idiots any longer either. It's just been too much. Too much has been done. Too much has been done. Caitlin Clark pulled a absolute no-show. Here she is in Iowa. Okay. She said, I'm not going. I'll catch y'all. I'll catch y'all when I catch y'all. I might just show up. I might not show up to All-Star Weekend until 10 minutes before the game. I might not show up till 10 minutes before the game because y'all don't deserve the GOAT's presence.
The digital world practically collapsed the moment this stunning news, which confirmed Caitlin Clark's unwillingness to participate owing to forced benching, appeared on social media. Ticket merchants were instantly overrun by furious fans who had spent all of their savings on pricey courtside access, demanding complete refunds. Within an hour, the secondary resale market completely collapsed, reducing once valuable $5,000 premium passes to worthless shreds of paper. According to reports, television executives were melting down over the phone lines, threatening the organization with major breach of contract litigation because they had aggressively bet their entire seasonal advertising income on her guaranteed massive audience. We are witnessing an unfathomable loss of wealth in a matter of minutes. Large international sponsors that had paid top dollar especially for her unmatched drawing power actively threatened to withdraw their financial support, making it very evident that they did not support a glorified scrimmage for aged players that no one was interested in watching.
So I think just continue to be myself and then just try to refocus to, focusing on my teammates and how I can help them.
Do you think it's inevitable or no?
I don't know. I can't predict the future. You got to ask the Magic 8 Ball.
Caitlin, for you mentioned kind of feeling back to yourself. How much these past 3 games has it been kind of almost like a mental boost for you?
Yeah, it's like... you never like being out with injury. Like, it's hard for anybody. And I think especially last year, like having to go through it, like the 4 games off, 4 games play, 4 games on, 4 games, whatever it was, like that's really hard to kind of find a flow. So I think for myself, like just being resilient and able to get my body back pretty quickly to where it was before I missed a couple games, and then, just finding my flow. And, sometimes it can be hard for my teammates too. Like, you don't want to come in and disrupt when you haven't been in a couple games. So just kind of easing my way back into everything. And, they've made it easy too.
Kelsey, I'm curious, from your perspective, what have you seen from Caitlin here over these past few games as she's gotten healthier?
I just think her ability to lead, even while dealing with injury, and wanting to be your best self and letting your body be.
The horrific effects of this action crashed into the players' quarters with overpowering force as terrified boardroom officials scrambled through their headquarters in complete terror. An enormously boisterous and extremely angry stadium suddenly met the unhappy senior athletes who had first plotted to impose these same restrictions. They had managed to secure the very situation they had planned for, a spotlight that was entirely free of Caitlin Clark's looming shadow. However, a harsh reality was immediately brought to light by the deafening lack of news coverage and the intense animosity emanating from the remaining guests. Their win was a complete failure because their significance was only dependent on her extraordinary star power. The scenario was so shocking that it was totally immobilizing. How is it possible for any capable leadership team to mishandle a certain victory this badly and still hope to survive?
I'm T. Nice to meet you. Okay.
Do you comprehend the magnitude of this error? They gambled their most prized possession carelessly. Did they really think this plan would go unnoticed? Or did they really think they were untouchable?
This fucking all-star starter looking like money.
I am money.
Believe me. Oh, and she is, and she is, and is.
Ooh, that was a bar. I'm still in that. I am still in that.
See, look, Stud Buzz, they're going to have a good time no matter what. I like them. I like them. Y'all can't get Caitlin Clark on y'all stream yet because she ain't showing up till she got to show up. She don't want nothing to do with Asia and them trying to corner her and have a meeting. They going to want her to show up and speak out for this group, that group. She don't have time for all of that. She trying to enjoy herself. She's trying to enjoy herself. What else? What else? Oh, they got AZ FUD in here. Yo, the Stubbutt stream is lit, bro.
Messy? Oh, yeah, we been here. Oh, you talking about the room.
All right, I can't have that music playing. They got AZ FUD in. Oh, they in there taking shots with AZ. Paige, you better get your girl, man. Stubbuds ain't safe, I'm telling you. They demons. They demons. All right. All right. Okay, they had AZ FUD in there. Oh, they got Kelsey Mitchell on the stream. Hey, go ahead, Kelsey.
What I just say? Courtney, if you're proud of her, yeah. I love y'all.
The tremendous media frenzy had disappeared without her gravitational pull on the floor. The unrelenting camera shutters stopped. The world was shown an unavoidable reality as the unstoppable viral engagement came to a complete stop. The seasoned players quickly realized that they had essentially brought the entire sport into obscurity by trying to stifle her genius out of resentment. Executives in Indiana went from feeling untouchable to being constantly pursued by angry ticket buyers, terrified investors, and a tsunami of public criticism. They looked totally ridiculous on a global stage, completely destroying their own prime display in their haughty attempt to micromanage her influence. The association is literally groveling right now, pleading with her to come back and pledging to destroy the minute limitations and give her complete offensive freedom. Sadly, there is no way to reverse the disastrous consequences. Caitlin Clark made it clear that she is much more than the league's best shooter. She is the undeniable economic engine that keeps everything running smoothly. She owns all the cards, and the establishment depends on her survival far more than she will ever need their platform.
Just say one shot later or something.
They trying to get everybody lit. Man, y'all gotta be careful with the Stud Buzz, man. Stud Buzz gonna get y'all toe up in Chicago. Y'all might not be able to wake up for whatever duties y'all got the next day, man.
She has firmly established herself as the most powerful and unbeatable competitor in the entire field of female athletics thanks to her fiery, unyielding refusal to put up with petty professional envy. The business suits completely lost their crown gem as a result of their ridiculous attempt to restrain an incredible powerhouse. I really need to hear your honest opinions about this crazy, unprecedented standoff. Do you wholeheartedly agree with Caitlin Clark's choice to forego the weekend in order to give the executives a harsh fiscal reality check? Or do you think that in spite of the obvious disrespect, she should have just dressed up and dominated? Please share your completely honest opinions in the comment area below. To ensure that you never miss another incredible basketball update, be sure to vigorously hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bells. And I'll see you all in the very next video.